Hey, welcome to another Sunday Legacy Challenge with me, Bryant Cook. Today we're playing the Epic Storm version 12.8. I've been on this deck list the last month. It has been so good. I love this deck list. I came in second place in a challenge about a month ago with it. I haven't been playing a whole lot since then, a random challenge or the showcase here or there, but today we're getting back at it. This event actually starts in just a few minutes. There's no changes, but I wanted to say if you're interested in a higher level deck tech, definitely go watch that first video. You can find that in the card above, but for now we're gonna hop right on in. I'm sorry that this is going to be short, but the event's about to start and I'm running late today, so I'll see you there. Don't go anywhere. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to click that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. That said, there's no better way of showing your support than becoming a member of this channel. You get sweet perks and we get to keep making combo content. The perks get better and better each level you go up. They also stack. To start off, with our Storm Fan tier, you unlock our private members section of our Discord, which comes with a highlighted user profile and then some awesome badges and emotes for YouTube. Looking for sideboard help? Become a Stormtrooper, our middle tier, for 2 sideboard guides of your deck choice every single month, on top of 50% off donation decks. Did we mention you also get 10% off merchandise from our shop? With our top tier, the Combo Cabal, you get a free donation deck every single month, 15% off merchandise from our shop, early access to private deck lists, and the most valuable perk in my opinion, videos early. That's right, you heard it, early access to all videos. But maybe sweet perk, secret deck list, early access to videos isn't for you, but you'd still like to show your appreciation. Make sure to check out theepicstorm.com/shop for card singles and Storm swag. Please don't forget to use your membership discounts. Finally, if you want to see your combo deck here on this very YouTube channel, make sure to visit theepicstorm.com/donation decks, where all you have to do is attach your TXT file and pick a donation tier. With our Epic tier, you can even join me in a video to showcase your bold brew in person and explain the ins and outs of your strategy. Card availability won't be an issue due to our new sponsor, Card Hoarder. With Card Hoarder, renting is super easy. If you're looking to get into Magic Online, there isn't a better, more affordable solution than Card Hoarder. Fun fact, you can rent the Epic Storm for 7 tickets a week, which is just a great deal. There are many ways you can support us. Just pick whatever is best for you. In the meantime, let's play some Magic. Hey, welcome to round 1 of the Legacy Challenge. We're on the draw against HeyNongMan, and their Goldfish history has a little bit of death and taxes. They've already revealed a Yorion, but they also have Esper Vile with a Yorion, a Bant Midrange with a Yorion. I don't really know what to put them on, but regardless, this hand just sucks. We have to ship it. Well, this is a turn 1 Ad Nauseam. I think we're going to keep this. And get rid of this Chrome Mox. Blooded Strand. Okay, so this is more in line with the Esper Hatebears. Ponder. Draw. So I do wonder if I should be playing this a little bit more slowly. Like, we could play Wishclaw on turn 2, and then Ad Nauseam Protected later. I don't feel I need to just jam. It's looking very Vile-like. Okay. Draw. Brainstorm. Okay. I still think I'm supposed to try to play the Wishclaw here. And I think I'm going to get Badlands. Normally you get Taiga, but we don't actually have a use for Taiga right now. And if I get Wastelanded on this Underground Sea, I want the black mana for Wishclaw or Dark Ritual off the Badlands. Wishclaw resolves, which is great. And this is definitely an Esper Vile deck. There's Underground Sea. What are we looking at here? Recruiter of the Guard. 4 cards in hand. And they picked up a Meddling Mage. So on our turn, we're looking to cast Ad Nauseam backed by Veil of Summer. That's our goal here. Another Claw. Okay, so I haven't done the math yet. If we play out both copies of Lotus Petal, Dark Ritual, we are 1 mana short of backing it by Veil, so we should probably cast this Brainstorm. There we go. Rite of Flame. Dark Ritual. And what's Ad Nauseam? Force Pitching Meddling Mage. Let's Veil of Summer. I should have stacked it so I was drawing Wishclaw. That's actually a mistake on my part, because now I'm just taking 2 extra damage for no reason. Okay, but it looks like it's likely not going to matter here. Terms 8. Yeah, I should have stopped revealing actually once I hit the pedal, because if I flip Tendrils, sorry, I just woke up. Because if I flip Tendrils, I can't actually cast it. I guess I could actually. I could Wishclaw for Dark Ritual. But we can stop there. Daylight savings definitely got to me today. Woke up much later than I expected. I might try to clean up in between rounds. I'm sorry that you were seeing an unshowered and dirty Bryant Cook. Okay, so let's cast that chicken tenders. Boom. Get out of here. That's game 1 over Esper Vial. Woot woot. Ad Nauseam. Turn 3 with the main deck 10 days. Draw. I'm just talking. I am so sorry. So I think we want Abrupt Decays here. And I think Carpet's a little bit of a trap. Just because like their mana base plays so many non-islands, so I don't think Carpet's actually good here. Like, yes, our opponent fetched all islands that game. Part of that might have been a ruse, knowing that we're thinking about Carpet. I just don't think it's a good call. Their latest list actually had red in the sideboard, which is pretty wild. Hammer Mage, Hitsoko's Consumes All, Magus of the Moon, and then Blue Blast, which is kind of wild. So they're just swapping out their black cards for their red cards in certain matchups. I don't know if they're doing that today, but it's certainly an option. I do wonder if we should bring in Chain of Vapors as well, and then just like board out Ponder, so that way we get to stay fast while having answers. We lose a little bit of consistency, but I think that's fine. You also might be wondering about Galvanic Relay. They're a deck that sides into Aethersworn Candace. They have Meddling Mage. I don't know how good Relay actually ends up being, but I am a fan of this hand, so we're going to keep. Island. Honda. Draw. That was a good one. I think we're going to just play the Underground Sea here. Obviously, their list has 2 Wasteland. If they Wasteland me, it's not ideal, but I want to be able to Brainstorm fetch. Baleful Strix, okay. So we might have a window to go for it on our turn. Brainstorm, do we hit mana? Ooh. Alright, need to think about this. I cannot Veil of Summer. So I think the real play here is we put Wishclaw on the bottom and then Decay on top. We just pass while having Decay up, and then next turn we have Ad Nauseam backed by Veil. Marsh Flats. So flat. Much marsh. Fairy Time Raveler. Okay. Picking up their Baleful Strix. I'm going to just fetch here. So they board in 2 Force of Negation, so they go up to 7 forces. So there's a chance that they have double force here. Ooh. Well, I think we just cast one. And that was an F6. Okay, so we're going to have some fun here. Rite of Flame. Dark Ritual. Lines of Diamond. Full Control. Ad Nauseam. Add 3 black. Pretty good hand we had in game 2. I will not pretend it was not good. Alright, we'll stop at 4. Might as well play a defense grid. And our opponents had enough. Alright, so that was the first one. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you in match 2. We are back for match number 2. We're facing S063 Alejandro. Good friend. I do know that they were playing the Epic Storm yesterday in leagues, but I don't know what they're playing today. Their Goldfish history has a lot of blue decks. I think I'm just going to keep this. It's a well-rounded hand, has some versatility. It can adjust to the matchup. And let's find out what Alejandro's actually playing. Included Delta, okay. Delver of Secrets, you got it. Bobble, okay. 3 cards left in hand, and they will have a 4th off the bobble. Okay. Draw. Rite of Flame. Interesting. We could even try for a relay here. I know it's risky, but I don't hate it. Play the Claw. Okay, Claw resolves. Rite of Flame. Rite of Flame. And now it's relay for 7. Main deck relay. Hiya. One-sided wheel. And we end up with 4 permanent mana sources on the table. Wow, and that is certainly a wheel. Look at that. Okay, Delver triggers. No flip. Ponder. And they shuffled off the Ponder. Okay. Not a wasteland, I like that. And they're getting in for 1. So we go to 19. I think they're considering activating the Wish Claw here. And they choose not to. Draw. Lotus Petal, okay. So I don't think there's any reason to show this petal yet, so I'm just going to cast Ponder. I should not put that directly on top there. Hello, Veil of Summer. I am interested in Veil of Summer. Okay, question is, do we want the Opal on top? I'm not actually sure. Alright, I'm going to play the petal. I feel like it's sort of free. I think the answer is yes, we want the Opal on top of our library. Play Wish Claw. Let's add a red mana here. Play Mox Opal. Okay, so I just need to figure this out. So I have Veil of Summer, Burning Wish. I can actually Ad Nauseam here. We've used a lot of zeros, though, which makes me a little bit nervous. Alright, let's cast the Veil. It's from 6. Alright, so if they had responded to that, we would have had lethal Tendrils, because we could Wish Claw for Lion's Eye Diamond, which would be Storm 7. Burning Wish would be Storm 8, and Tendrils would be Storm 9. Unfortunately, that's not lethal. Oh, I don't have Ad Nauseam here. I am 1 short. So I guess we can put 18 goblins on the table, and they probably can't answer that in game 1. Yeah, I must have miscounted there. I mean, I could also spin the wheel on Echo of Aeons, but I feel like that's so risky. Yeah, we have to LED. I suppose I could also just Rite of Flame and keep 4 LEDs in my deck. Sure, let's do that. Rite of Flame. Burning Wish. And then empty the Warrens for 18 goblins. Most Delver lists don't play a main deck out, and I don't think a Murktide could deal me 19 damage in the meantime. Alright. Delver triggers. Does not flip. They're going to 18. Activating Witchclaw Talisman, okay. And a concession. We are off to game 2. Bring in these carpets. And relays. Alright, so standard sideboarding plan, we get rid of Ponder. Classic Storm deck, always siding out Ponder. I know. Board out Max Opal, and then the Ad Nauseam. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Game 2 versus Blue-Red Delver. I think that this hand is a keep despite not having Galvanic Relay or Carpet of Flowers. It's just a well-rounded hand, which is what we're looking for. We can use the Pluto Delta to find Tropical Island to pair with this Badlands, and then we have all 4 of our colors. It's going to be fine. Draw. Another Veil of Summer. We're just going to pass. On their end step, I'm likely to cast the Brainstorm. Interesting. Okay, I'm going to hold. If they're not going to do anything, play the Badlands. Alright, their turn 3. There's Wasteland. What are you trying to cast? Rite of Cunning. Okay. They are the Monarch. So I do get to resolve Brainstorm here. That's interesting. Brainstorm. Double Galvanic Relay. That's actually not even that good here. Okay. Untap, draw, and I think I might try to Brainstorm again. Just to see if I can hit the 2 cards underneath. Defense Grid, Lion's Eye Diamond. That's unfortunate. So I think here we have to put back 2 cards that we're okay with being milled. This game might not pan out for us. In fact, I think it might actually be correct to get rid of these relays now, because we're about to be wastelanded, and it's just not going to be good. So let's start on Diamond. Dark Ritual. Let's see if this works. Like, it's so likely to be dazed, but we're about to lose the game to this Wasteland. Our Brainstorms were not good to us. Force Dark Ritual. Okay. Pass the turn. Now they mill 2 copies of Galvanic Relay. 3 copies of Galvanic Relay. 3 cards left in our opponent's hand. And now they're moving to end step, and it's going to go up to 4. They did side in Surgical, which is interesting. Chromox was a great draw here. Let's cast that. I think I'm going to imprint the Burning Wish. Burning Wish is just such a good Surgical target, and we see that they sided in Surgical, so... Defense Grid. Okay, the 3rd Volcanic Island. Hard cast Force to Negation. I'll attempt to Veil. They didn't have Daze last turn, and the grid resolves. So we get to play land here, but then we have to pass the turn. So the Quarter Cunning is likely going to mill us again. Interesting that they're milling themselves. Well, they did on the first one. And they milled Echo, which is super good for us. They have 4 cards in hand. They've already milled 1 Meltdown. That is the card that I am most afraid of here. Because if their hand is all just blue counters, ooh. That, I shouldn't have opened up my mouth. I shouldn't have said it. Oh, they don't have a cantrip. Wow, we got so lucky here. Okay. Meltdown is not an instant. I know, because I own nice ones because you can Burning Wish for them. So it's go time for us. We have to try to win now. Carpet of Flowers makes 4 mana. Hello! Switch phases. Carpet's so good. We're gonna make black mana. Cast this Witchclaw Talisman. Veil of Summer. Alright, we are under the Veil of Summer. Now let's spin the wheel on Echo of Aeons. We do not have an Ad Nauseam in our library, keep that in mind. Okay, Storm 4. It's pretty free to cast Brainstorm here. We just need to increase storm count, so this is fine. We can put back Galvanic Relay and the Volcanic Island. We can play another Carpet, but it can't make mana this turn because we are already in our second main phase. Rite of Flame. Lotus Petal. Lion's Eye Diamond. Let's cast another Brainstorm. Sure. Lion's Eye Diamond. Play a Carpet, just in case something goes wrong. And then we can cast Tendrils. Storm's 11. I was just double checking. Alright, Tendrils of Agony. Storm 12. And just like that, we are now 2-0 in this Legacy Challenge. Plenty more Magic to be played. Stick around, enjoy it, and I'll see you in match number 3.
If you haven't joined them already, I would recommend opening up our description down below and joining our 7 social media networks. They're each great in their own way, but I would strongly suggest joining our Discord server. In there, you will find others just like you looking to improve their Storm game and grow as a combo community. If you're a member of our YouTube channel, you should sync your account to Discord to unlock our private member section that has the latest and greatest deck lists, concepts, and much, much more. Let's get back to comboing out.
Alright, we're back for match 3 and we're facing G-77, who tends to play a lot of Karn Echos, not 8-cast. That is not the deck we're facing. This deck has Karn the Great Creator, main deck Force of Will, Hull Breachers, and more wheel effects. So our probability of winning, maybe less than 10%. It's not going to be good. On top of things like Chalice of the Void, etc. We just can't keep... It doesn't do anything. This is technically a turn 2 Ad Nauseam. Bottom the Chrome Mox. Alright. So one of the things that you have to do in order to win this matchup is accept that you can't beat everything. So with this hand, we can beat a Hull Breacher effect, but we can't beat a Force of Will. Alright, so we'll Imprint Ponder, and then let's go get Badlands with this Verdant Catacombs, because that gives us all of our colors. Play the Witchclaw, Lion's Eye Diamond, and pass the turn. Alright, even if our opponent has turn 1 Breacher plus, or Narset plus Wheel, we can still theoretically try to win next turn. Alright, so we have to hope they don't have a Force. So we could Echo here. But honestly, I don't think that's worth it because we can't protect it from a Force anyway, so we might as well just cast Ad Nauseam. Like, you'd rather put the spell on the stack that's more likely to win. Alright. If you got a Force, you have a Force. And it resolves! Wow! Can't believe that. Alright. Hi-oh! I wonder if they just kept a hand that had like turn 2 Karn or something. I'll pop this out so everyone can see. We'll stop at 1. Seems like a safe number. Mox Opal. Lion's Eye Diamond. Diamonds, they are forever. Let's add a green. Veil. Chrome Mox. Or I'm sorry, that's Opal. Chrome Mox here. We can imprint the Galvanic Relay, cast Dark Ritual, Lotus Petal. I just realized we didn't actually hit a tutor on that. Alright, our opponent got bored and conceded, but we didn't actually have the win quite yet. I would have cast Brainstorm and Ponder, which it's not going to let me see here, but we were likely to win. Okay. I'll take it. So let me bring over their deck list. So this is their most recent list. You'll see here the 4 Force of Will, 4 Days Undoing, 4 Karn, 4 Narset, or I'm sorry, 2 Narset, 4 Hull Breacher. It is definitely a combo deck. It is not 8 cast. There are 0 casts in this deck. This is Karn Echos. They have 4 Force and Negation coming in. Oh, they actually don't have Chalice of the Void. That's interesting. I've never realized that before. Okay, so I think we might want to consider not bringing in Abrupt Decay, but let's bring in the 2 chains and then more relays. So the idea here is that we want to be able to beat their Hull Breacher effects while beating their 8 forces. And I'm going to make a crazy suggestion against the 4 Hull Breacher 2 Narset deck. What if we just board out Brainstorm and don't allow those effects to beat us? It's just a thought. And then we can keep in Ponder. We could also just board out Ponders and keep 4 Brainstorm, but have to accept that those effects are a lot more dangerous. Could also maybe board out Echo, but I feel like that's a trap. I don't know. Maybe boarding out Echo is actually correct here. And then board out some number of Ponder. I don't hate this actually. Go down to 1 Ponder. Let's try this. Could also do like 1 Abrupt Decay if you want. Okay, so this is the same hand that we mulligan in game 1, except we have a Brainstorm. Alright, let's just try it. I do like the idea of Tendrils versus the 8 Force deck post board. And I'm just going to main phase this Brainstorm so that way I don't get Hull Breachered. Alright, Brainstorm. Okay, so that was not great. We just have to pass here. Next turn we can like try to play a bunch of spells into Tendrils, I guess. Are we getting Karned? There it is. The giant metal asshole. Fuck that card. They got liquid metal coating, draw. And I think we're just dead here. Like, I can't do anything, so let's just go to game 2. Because we know that we're also drawing a blank card next turn. It is what it is. So, do we want to change anything? Probably not. Let's just try to do better. I think that's the real solution here. The 4 main deck Karn deck plus 8 forces is going to be very difficult for us to beat. This is a pretty big trap. I don't think we're supposed to keep this. Can I stop drawing Tendrils of Agony? Come on. I think this is a keep though. Because if we can spike in Ad Nauseam, it's insane. Pass the turn. And so you might be thinking, Bryant, it's a one of, how are you going to play to that? This matchup is impossible to win. Like, I think once you accept that, your possibility, or what you realize are the outs to winning, you have to play towards those. And us drawing Ad Nauseam is definitely it. Alright, so I'm going to Brainstorm here so that way I can cycle Veil possibly, and I whiffed. Okay. We just have to pass. City of Traders again. There he is, Karn the Great Creator. Liquid metal coating, sure. Draw. We're drawing the Badlands. I'm going to cast Brainstorm again. Perfect. Exactly what I wanted. Thank you, deck. We're probably just dead here. Sure. Why would you go after the green? It doesn't make any sense. Alright, so we are now 2-1. Match number 4, and I have some bad news. We are facing Susurrus, who exclusively plays Karn Forge. Another miserable matchup for us. They've taken a mulligan. We're going to keep this, but honestly, I'm not expecting to win. And once again, we've opened up that effing Tendrils of Agony. I hate that card so much. I got talked into playing it again by the other Epic Storm guys, but I honestly hate the main deck Tendrils. Like, I am so sick of drawing it in my opening hands. It's pretty frustrating. Our opponent's on 5. Another Dark Ritual will be turn 1 Ad Nauseam. Assuming we don't draw the absolute perfect card, which is Dark Ritual, we're going to cast Brainstorm looking for like Chrome Mox and Lotus Petal to enable Mox Opal to be active. Dark Ritual into Ad Nauseam. Hopegearper. Yep. They have 1 mana floating. This thing's just colorless Time Lock against us, which is just bananas. Wow, and we hit. I should complain more often. Jeez. Okay, Dark Ritual. I didn't deserve this. Okay, Ad Nauseam. Hit that 3 button a lot. Okay. Sorry, I'm just like in a bad mood now after getting Karned last match. My apologies. Okay, just keep on casting spells. Dark Ritual. Let's play Chromox. Imprint this Ponder. Cast Brainstorm. 2 lands back. Rite of Flame. Dark Ritual. And Tendrils. We got it. Alright, game 2. So Veil of Summer's dead. Defense Grid is dead. So we have 5 cards we need to fill. So we do have these Chain of Vapors. We can board in Decay, but honestly, they're not very good. This is our opponent's last list. So Decay does blow up Hopegearper, which is something, but it's not really what the matchup is about. They have Leyline of the Void. No real permanent hate pieces, so no Chalice of the Voids or anything like that. But is Decay better than Veil of Summer becomes the question. I think the answer is probably yes. So now we have 1 blank slot in our deck. And I think it should probably just be a relay. There's no other good option, like other than, hey, this card costs 1, costing 1 is better than 3. Like relay on the draw just might not even be good enough, and maybe we should just have 1s in our deck so that way our Ad Nauseam is more successful. On the play I could see relay being fine, but I'm not sure. I think I'm just gonna do double relay. I'd rather have cards with text on them than just like Veil of Summer. This hand's good. Our opponent uses a Serum Powder. Hey, they got rid of 2 Karn the Great Creator. Get the hell out of here, you trash card. We're gonna keep this. Alright, our opponent kept 6. Makes me a little bit nervous. Here's the Saga. Mox Opal. Lotus Petal, Key, and they're passing. They do have 2 cards left. So I'm going to bring up their deck list again. Let's say their last card is Karn. They have a Ratchet Bomb they could get. Because I could just try to empty here and say, hey, you have to erase my empty. I'm not sure what the right play is. That or I can Echo with 1 mana up, which would be a Lotus Petal. Maybe that's just the play. I don't know. And I don't know why I played Taiga. I probably should have played the Badlands. And if I ponder off the Petal, I can find more Storm for empty, but I'm afraid the empty's just not going to be fast enough versus a Karn here. They only have 2 Karns though, so I think it's almost more likely for them to have a Mystic Forge. But if that is the case, it has to be land into that spell and then them to kill us. So once again, this is their deck. It's all just colorless spells which they can cast off Forge. The question is, do we think that they could kill us beforehand? Their last 2 have to be land into Mystic Forge or land into Karn. If it's one of the 2 Karns, we get mega punished. If it's Mystic Forge, we could theoretically win. It's a tough call. So it'd be 10 goblins, which a saga would actually buy them an extra turn. I think I'm going to cast Ponder. We hit Echo. Alright, so we get to Echo with 2 mana up instead. And do we want to float blue or keep our combo? I'm going to keep our combo mana open, I think. Ding! Hio goes that Dario. This is just a win. Okay. And then in response, we'll cast Brainstorm, black, red, lagging here, and our opponent concedes. Wow, back-to-back turn ones, super lucky. This is not a very good matchup, but we pulled it off. Wow, all right, 3-1.
Playing your favorite combo deck in Paper just got so much easier with the Epic Storm Mini Token Pack. You can pick one up at theepicstorm.com/shop for $13. It includes 64 double-sided mini tokens. That's 128 tokens total. And they include 10 black, 10 blue, 10 red, 5 green, 5 white, 3 colorless, 20 storm counters. That means that you can count your way all the way up to 20 for Grapeshot, everyone's favorite Stormwind condition, a Galvanic Relay Exile Indicator, 4 treasure tokens for Strike It Rich, and then 10 monk tokens for our vintage friends. It also has Slime Time Live, 8 Progenitor Ooze tokens with the power and toughness already built in to make playing in Paper so much easier. No fumbling around with dice, we've got you covered. Make sure to go grab those if you're playing Modern. And then Squirrels versus Goblins, Chatterstorm versus Empty the Warrens, the Battle of the Ages. You definitely need 20 Squirrel tokens and 20 Goblin tokens. You're going to love this mini token pack, I promise. And once again, you can grab that at theepicstorm.com/shop.
I hope you're ready for match number 5, because here we are. Our opponent has revealed a Yorion, which would normally signal death and taxes. That said, their Goldfish history is a lot of blue decks. I'm willing to bet that they're on a Bant mid-range deck here, so I'm going to keep this well-rounded hand and just hope not to see basic planes on the first turn. Okay, so I am rewarded for my decision. Verdant Catacombs, and let's just pass that turn. Underground Sea. This could be Esper Vial. Stone Forge. Okay. Picked up Batter Skull. Draw. Okay, I was really hoping for a fetch land. I think I'm going to have to just brainstorm here. And we did hit a fetch. I can put back the Chrome Mox now. And we can search for Volcanic Island and cast Ponder, looking for an action spell. Right, Ponder. Is Tendrils good enough? We know that they have Batterskull in hand. So I would need them to force Veil. I think that this is just a trap. Like, you're not supposed to keep this. Especially not when they have Batterskull. Alright, and we drew another land we didn't want. Alright, so we're in the spot where we are begging to draw an action spell. Marsh Flats, okay, they're going to 18. Picked up Scrubland into Recruiter of the Guard, so it is Esper Vial. Meddling Mage, that's scary. So Vial the second time today. Draw. The 4th copy of Rite of Flame. Okay. You have a Meddling Mage. I wish I had that Tendrils now. Lion's Eye Diamond. That's a spicy name. Okay, so we do have an LED in our hand, but honestly, I'd rather them name Lion's Eye Diamond than Burning Wish or Wish Claw. There's a Claw. So this is interesting because the LED actually represents most of our black mana. They have 6 cards in hand. We know one of which is Batterskull. Okay, so I'm going to play Wishclaw here. We can relay for a bunch, but that means that they can just Wish Claw for another Meddling Mage. Force a negation. I'm gonna fetch here. Get our Badlands, and I'm going to cast Veil of Summer. Grid. So we do get the Wish Claw. So how many goblins would it take to beat this Batterskull? That's a very real question that I have here. So we're gonna Rite of Flame at least one more time. Play the grid for Storm. Like, does 20 goblins even win here? I'm not sure if it does. We could also just relay. But once again, we'd be giving them a tutor for Meddling Mage, which is pretty scary. I think we're supposed to just relay here. We can Burning Wish relay too, for an extra card. I don't hate that. Okay, so now we have Storm 10. So 20 goblins, Batterskull, they have 5 blockers. Oh, we also give them a tutor for Plague Engineer. Yeah, it's definitely just relay. Alright, Storm 10. Okay, Tendrils is in the pile. So if anything, they're probably going to name Tendrils of Agony. And if that's the case, we don't have a Grapeshot or any other way of killing a creature. So we'd actually have to empty. Assuming that they play Meddling Mage here. Marsh Flats. Okay, so they're going to hold up Batterskull by the looks of it. 3 damage coming in. Lion Sash. Really? So they're going to let me Tendrils them. I am surprised by that. So Opal's hiding out over here. We just have to make Storm. We can Brainstorm away the LED since we can't cast it. Play Verdant. Fetch down to 10. Get Trop. Let's cast Brainstorm again. We don't really want to play Galvanic Relay. Put back the Claw so we can imprint Veil. They can gain life using the Lion Sash, so that might be their ploy here, is that they'll think that I'm not going to count the Lion Sash gaining life. So we need to play around that. Dark Ritual. We'll play Veil of Summer. I mean, I don't need to, it's just free to do so. We need Storm anyway. Play the Chrome Mox. There's no real reason to imprint here. I guess I should have cast these Ponders before playing Chrome Mox. That's like a slight mistake, I guess. Shuffle. Now we can Ponder again. It's from 10. Keep this. Petal. And then Tendrils of Agony. 24 life. Okay, so that is game 1 against Esper Vile. Sort of weird to be facing this deck twice. It's sort of a fringe deck. Not that the Epic Storm is super popular, but it's just not that often you see Esper Vile to begin with. Alright, let's bring in the Decays, the Chain of Vapors, and board out the Ponders once again. Woot woot. Game 2, opponent reveals Yorion again, surprise, surprise. This hand just isn't very good. We're going to ship this. This hand is very good, so we're definitely going to keep. And now we're just looking for an action spell. I think that we're supposed to bottom a Rite of Flame. Draw. Chrome Mox. So they could go Meddling Mage on Diamond again, so I'm going to play out 1 Diamond to avoid that. You don't want to play out both just in case they have like a fringe card like or an unexpected card like engineered explosives. You don't get punished. Volcanic, plains, Canonist. Yep. We did board in 4 answers to that. I'm just going to play the grid here. If they force it, cool. Like, I don't care. So Canonist gets in. We fall to 17. Meddling Mage. So Abrupt Decay and Chain of Vapor are 2 cards they could name. They could also name Burning Wish. They named Wish. Wish Claw. So we could actually add Nauseam here. I don't know if we should. I'm just saying it's an option. And then pass the turn with giving them a Wish Claw. We don't have any way of getting through the Canonist. So like what I mean by that is like, so I can play Lion's Eye Diamond here into Wish Claw into Ad Nauseam, but I can't kill this Canonist or a Storm spell afterward. Okay, so we're going to activate. This is really just going to be a value Ad Nauseam. Okay, 15 life to work with. They have 4 power on board. There's a decay. 7. I think I have to flip again. 6 life now, so we're dead to what is it called? Echo of Eons. But if our opponent activates Wish Claw for Meddling Mage and names Abrupt Decay, I guess I could Wish Claw for Chain of Vapor then. I guess I'll stop here. Play out the diamond. So it is non-artifact, so we can play out some stuff here to not lose too much advantage. Discard a Brainstorm? Is that what I want? I think I want the Brainstorm. I think it's actually Dark Ritual, so that way our colors are split up a little bit. And then we just pass. Discard a land or 2. Okay. So now we go to 2 life. Another option is if they have second Canonist, they could just put second Canonist into play. And I'm 1 mana short of Abrupt Decay, the Canonist on their turn, if you're wondering about that, because of the defense grid. I would have needed 1 more artifact for that to happen. I guess I could Brainstorm on their turn, though. I'd be giving up my fetch land. Yeah, we're going to let that go. So they're probably going to name Abrupt Decay here. Yep, okay. So we can Wish Claw for Chain of Vapor, and then chain the Canonist. Maybe I should use the green Mox. Trying to think about how I want to do this. Because it might be better here. No, that's probably not correct. All right, let's just chain the Canonist and see if they try to respond. Do they attempt to copy? It'd actually be good for me if they did, and they wisely choose not to. All right, so now we Brainstorm, because I can't cast this Burning Wish or the Abrupt Decay due to these 2 Meddling Mage. Looking for... Wow, we hit Chain of Vapor. We still have the Volcanic Island in the deck, so I believe that wins. So we go to 1. Red, black, Rite of Flame, Rite of Flame, black mana. Bounce a Chrome Mox here, because then that gives us Veil back up. We have to bounce the... Okay, I don't know what I was thinking. I could bounce another Chrome Mox here, it's fine. and then bounce this, and then bounce the one on Burning Wish. So what they could do here is bounce the defense grid and then have a Force of Will that's live, but we can beat that using our Veil of Summers. And they will target our grid. I'll target my Chrome Mox. And then let's bounce my Wish Claw. Alright, Chrome Mox. Chain of Vapor is so much fun. Chrome Mox, and then we can imprint Brainstorm. Let's play Defense Grid. That resolved. And now we can just Burning Wish Tendrils of Agony. Okay, so once again, we've beaten Esper Vial. I'm just going to play the... okay, well, they conceded. Good deal. We are now 4-1, only a few rounds left. Match 6, and we're facing Marcus Ewald, who tends to play either Spiral Tide or Doomsday, every once in a while a true blue control deck. I'm not sure what Marcus is playing today, but it's something blue. That is what Marcus does. And here we have an interesting hand. I don't know how good this actually is, but I think I'm going to keep it. We do need a Lion's Eye Diamond for this Echo to be effective. We can't actually cast the Brainstorm without sacrificing a Lotus Petal, but I think this hand is still reasonable. It's just a tad bit awkward. All right, and I'm just going to pass here. I don't think I actually need to play out Petal yet. Once upon a time. All right, I don't know anything anymore. Who are you, Marcus? Collector Oof. My mind is just blown right now. I feel like I should tell everyone that Marcus isn't playing blue. I'm going to screenshot this for evidence. Marcus, I am very disappointed in you right now. All right, so we have to beat this Collector Roof that's coming down next turn. We need a Lion's Eye Diamond here. How about another Dark Ritual? Okay, so I think we're supposed to just Brainstorm. We could Burning Wish, but we're short on Pier. I'm 2 mana short, so I think I'm supposed to just Brainstorm. Storm 1, Brainstorm. All right, so we hit Claw. That's very good. So now we have to figure out what else we're putting back. So that's the tough part, and I need to think about this. So if we put back the Echo, hypothetically, Storm 3, 4, 5, 6, Lion's Eye Diamond would be 7, Burning Wish would be 8, Tendrils would be Storm 9. That doesn't work. If we put back Burning Wish, we're 1 short of an Ad Nauseam. Yeah, we're 1 short. So I think the best we can do here is spin the wheel on Echo. I don't believe I can Pier. Let me just check for Pier. Let's say I put back the Echo. So then we have 2 mana, 3 mana, 5 mana, 7 mana. We need 9. Wishclaw doesn't actually make mana. It can just get an LED, which is a break even. So we have to spin the wheel on Echo of Aeons. Alright, so we're leaving this up to chance. The wrapper, that is. Alright, Lotus Petal, Dark Ritual, Claw. And like I said, we are 1 short of Ad Nauseam, so we have to spin the wheel on Echo. Alright. Let's add 3 blue. Echo of Aeons. 4 open mana. And this is going to do it. Alright, so we're going to take game number 1 over Elves. Okay, Wishclaw Talisman. Chrome Mox, imprint this Brainstorm. Add 3 black mana. Activate Tendrils of Agony. Alright, so that is game number 1 over Elves. Echo gets the job done. Put that into my spreadsheet. Echo main deck into the main deck Tendrils on turn 2. So we're facing Elves. I don't know if the recent lists have been on Mindbreak. I suppose I should probably look that up. I did get Mind Break recently, but out of Elves, that is. But I couldn't tell if it was like a stock thing or just something people were doing. So like this list doesn't have it. They have Thoughtseize and Run Afoul. No Mind Breaks. Oh, Marcus has a result in here. No Mind Break. Okay. I'm still going to tell everyone that Marcus was playing green cards. You can't stop me. All right, so Chain of Vapors, Abrupt Decay. We can get rid of this defense grid. There's some thought on whether or not you want Galvanic Relay or these Veil of Summers, because a lot of these Elves lists do run Thoughtseize. So if you board like this, you get to keep double Veil of Summer. All right, I think I'm going to submit this. I don't think Relay is super good, especially on the draw against Elves anyway. This hand is really slow. I don't think that this is going to be effective enough. We should just mulligan to 6. Okay. I think we're allowed to bottom Veil on the draw. Like if our opponent has a turn 1 Thoughtseize, having Veil up on turn 2, their turn 2 isn't going to be effective anyway. So here we have a turn 1 Echo. They picked up a Verdant Catacombs off there once upon a time. So this way we can potentially blow up a Collector Oof. Like I just don't think that's doing us any favors, I guess. Nettle Sentinel. Okay, draw. Lotus Petal. So that was actually fairly good. I think we just spin the wheel on Echo again. Keep up the pedal for possible Metalcraft. All right. I mean, if they have a Mind Break, they have a Mind Break. Grab the Echo. Lion's Eye Diamond. And spin that wheel. Turn 5. We are 1 short here of a lethal Tendrils, I believe, but we could relay for a whole bunch, which is going to be the plan. All right, red. And what I like about this is even though we're passing the turn, we do have an out to Collector Oof in our hand already. 1 mana short of lethal Tendrils, we'll have to settle for Galvanic Relay. 10 cards coming off the top rope. Red Necro. Okay, 10 cards revealed. Not a lot of mana in there, actually. Allosaurus Shepherd, sure. Cradle. Adds 2 green mana for another copy of Allosaurus Shepherd. So Heritage Druid would have been the scary elf to play there for us. And instead it looks like we're just taking 2 damage here. Okay. 17 life, draw. So it's interesting because we're just short of Metalcraft. So I think we're going to start off on Brainstorm. Ding. Do you have to be a little bit worried about the Lion's Eye Diamond? That is Lion's Eye Diamond sticking around. I think we can get rid of the Brainstorm here. I want to keep Ponder open. All right, Diamond. Tap this for blue, red, Rite of Flame, play Opal, keep the Opal. We can fetch here, get a black mana. I think I'm gonna Brainstorm. I don't want to have to do Chain of Vapor tricks if I don't have to. All right, so we'll add black here, blue. Chain of Vapor targeting my Opal, sack my land, pick up the Chrome Mox, sack my land, pick up the Diamond. Alright, and now we can play Chrome Mox, imprint the Veil of Summer, Mox Opal, Lion's Eye Diamond, Wishclaw Talisman, add a black mana here, sacrifice the Diamond, and go get the Tendrils. Okay. We are now 5-1. I believe there's only one round left. I haven't actually checked. I've been busy in between rounds, but I will see you next round. Hopefully we get that one too.
Hey, you're still watching. Don't forget to like this video, leave a comment, and subscribe. If you're looking to make a purchase from Card Hoarder, TCG Player, or Amazon and are looking to support us, you can open up our description down below, and in there you will find our affiliate links. Those same links are found on the homepage of the Epic Storm, but that's not all. We've included a Card Hoarder button on our website that will load the Epic Storm in your Card Hoarder cart to make life simple for you.
All right, it's winning in time. We are facing Andreas Mueller. We're on the play. They've been on Grixis recently, but previous to that, they've been playing a lot of Izzet Delver. This hand is good against both decks. We're going to keep this. This is a turn 3 Echo backed by Veil of Summer. Opponent taking a mulligan to 5. I think we just play the Mire and pass here. I don't want to play out the Tropical Island in case they are on Delver. I don't want it to get wasted. Preordain, okay. And they put one on top, one on the bottom. Draw. Lion's Eye Diamond, that was a good one. They're on 5 cards. So we could just, and I think I'm going to play Wishclaw here because that means next turn I could just have an Ad Nauseam. If they force it, they force it. If they're on Delver, they could Daze. But I don't think we usually see Preordain in Delver anymore. Force and Negation, pitching Strix, okay. And another Strix, you got it. 3 cards in hand. Lotus Petal. Alright, so I think this is a go turn for us. Let's Dark Ritual. Veil of Summer. Alright, we are under the protection of Summer, and now we get to spin the wheel on Echo of Aeons. Okay. Storm 5. This should do it. Let's cast Ponder for Storm. Ad Nauseam. We don't even need you. Crazy. But I'll take another Burning Wish to imprint. Storm 7. Storm 8. Imprint. Storm 9 Burning Wish. No. Tap this for a red. Hold priority. Cast this Burning Wish. And then sacrifice the Lion's Eye Diamond for triple black and we'll grab Tendrils. And our opponent picks it up. Okay, so that was game number 1 against Grixis Control. They did mulligan to 5, so I don't want it to seem like we crushed them or anything because, I mean, they mulled the 5. There's still 2 games left to be played. So a big difference in the Grixis Control matchup for us is that they recently adopted a brand new card, Hitseku Consumes All, which is a 3-mana enchantment just for each non-land permanent with mana value 1 or less. So we are a deck that plays a bunch of 0-mana artifacts, but we're also a deck that likes to board in Carpet of Flowers for these style of matchups. So there's a little bit of friction there. I do think Relay is terrific, and we're going to board that in. We can board out Echo because they are a Narset, Hull Breacher, Days Undoing deck. And then we have to figure out what we're going to do with Carpet of Flowers. I do think we want carpets. They don't have any reason to board in Abrupt Decay. Like, there's no Null Rod or anything like that, so I don't want to bring in Abrupt Decay. So we can board out 1 copy of Mox Opal, and then it's like, do we board out Rite of Flame? I don't think so. Ponder or Brainstorm. Another option is that we just don't board in Carpet. They have 2 swamps and a mountain. I'm not sure. I think I'm just going to try boarding out Ponder and seeing how that works. Submit. Very, very good hand. Keep. If this defense grid was a Veil of Summer, we'd actually have a protected turn 1 Echo. Prismatic Vista, activate. Island. And Ponder. They shuffled. Okay, 5 cards still in hand. They board up to 7 forces post board. I think I'm actually... I could hold this Brainstorm and not imprint. I think that's actually the play here. Oh, I messed up. Ah, damn it. There's 2 different lines I could have done here, and I took a middle, and that was the mistake. So in my head, I was like, yeah, I'll play Swamp and then cast the Grid off Swamp, which means next turn I can Brainstorm Fetch. And then I played the Fetch land like an idiot. Now I think that I'm just supposed to imprint after messing up. And that resolved. Wow, okay. Pass the turn. I wasn't expecting that to happen. Okay, are we gonna get to untap an Echo? We're 2 mana short on Peer, but if we drew a Lion's Eye Diamond or a Dark Ritual, we could Peer. Polluted Delta. They're searching. Underground Sea. Okay, my heart skipped for a second there. I thought it was going to be Thoughtseize. No Thoughtseize is terrific news. So now we get to spin the wheel on Echo, possibly more. I'm going to thin my deck of a land to increase my odds of hitting a +2 here. Another Burning Wish. Yeah, I mean, we just spin the wheel. Alright, so let's grab Echo. And draw 7. Storm 2. Galvanic Relay. Is this an Ad Nauseam? I believe it is. So we... No, I'm short. Oh no. So I could get got here by second right. I'm short on Tendrils. So... yeah, I should have thought about that for a split second longer. So if I imprint Relay, cast Rite of Flame, it's only 4 mana and +3 Storm, which isn't enough. So I think I don't imprint here and I just Relay. Alright, 6 cards coming off the top. Okay, those are decent. Even if they play Consumes All here, we should be fine. Because we'd have an Ad Nauseam next turn with the Grid in play. I think my actual concern now is them just going land go with Force. Because that was just 7 pieces of mana off the top. Alright, so they have Consumes All mana. And there it is. Alright, so we get to Ad Nauseam now. And we would have drawn the Veil of Summer. How good are we? And by good, I mean extremely lucky. Don't think that I think that I'm actually good, because I don't play that well most of the time. Dark Ritual, Lotus Petal, Wishclaw Talisman, activate Talisman. Go get Ad Nauseam. I'm going to keep the green mana open because Carpet of Flowers is just Dark Ritual here. Okay, we can flip. We don't have a 6 in our deck, it's worth noting. We'll stop there. Okay. Easy peasy. Carpet. Carpet. And now we can switch phases. Oh, our opponent conceded. We're on our way to top 8. I'll see you there. Don't go anywhere. Welcome to top 8. We're facing Baku91, who tends to play a lot of blue-red Delver. This hand seems reasonable. We have turn 1 Ponder, into turn 2 Brainstorm Fetch. We have some artifacts for a possible Galvanic Relay. What's not to love? Alright, cast this Ponder. Veil of Summer's kind of nice, so is the Delta. I don't know if we're actually supposed to keep this or not. The answer might just be yes. Alright, I'm gonna keep it. It's close. I'm being serious. Part of me wants to shuffle it. Pass the turn. Volcanic into Channeler, sure. DRC, very powerful. Surveils away an expressive iteration. They're going to see Delta on top of our deck, I believe. Draw. And I'm just going to fire off this Brainstorm now. Hello. Okay, so I don't think I want this other Burning Wish. I'm going to pass her now, but next turn we'll have a protected Echo with a bunch of mana. Ponder. Okay, they get the Surveil trigger. Lightning Bolt. They chose not to shuffle Wasteland, so we're going to lose our Tropical Island here. That's fine. The Dragon Rage Channeler is now Delirious. It has Delirium. We're going to take 3 down to 17 and then fetch in our upkeep, because I don't really want to redraw that Burning Wish. And let's just grab Underground Sea. And then we can use Verdant Catacombs to go grab Tundra. Rite of Flame was a good draw. Taiga. Let's play the Petal. Lion's Eye Diamond. We pause here. That resolves. Mox Opal. Rite of Flame. And Burning Wish. Let's see if this resolves. If it does, we can just relay for 6. So they're going to daze here. So they get their Surveil trigger. I'm going to pay the 1. Yes. Burning Wish. So the relay's off the table. What I'm going to do is just grab Echo. And now we cast Veil of Summer. This is probably going to be forced. I do get to draw a card off this, actually, because they played Daze. Well, it's getting forced, so that's not happening. Okay, they have 4 cards in hand. We know that one of them is Volcanic Island. We're just going to flashback this Echo. We have 4 permanents in play, and it resolves. Oh, I'm just short of relay. Okay, so we have to pass the turn, but I can relay next turn. So essentially, we started this game with 4 permanents, and they started this game with the Dragon's Rage Channeler. Volcanic Island from the opponent. Getting in for 1 will fall to 14. Draw Chromox. Let's start off on Lotus Petal. And Brainstorm. Main deck Pyroblast, okay. So that's fine. We can still relay, and they increased our storm count. Lion's Eye Diamond. Lion's Eye Diamond. Chromox. No, and then we need to fetch here. And the reason we want to fetch is 1, to thin our deck for relay. We don't want to flip other lands. And then 2, we don't want to have to sacrifice a Lotus Petal to cast this relay. Alright, 7 cards coming off the top. I love Galvanic Relay. So good. Look at all these action spells. I love it. Ponder. Chooses not to shuffle. Ponder again. Wasteland goes to the graveyard off the Surveil. We'll take 1 down to 12. Draw. Honestly, like, you could hold these 2 cards to hide information, which is something that I talk about, honestly, quite a lot. But we're so far ahead here that I just don't know if that's actually necessary. I'm just going to begin on Rite of Flame. Storm 2. Let's cast Ponder. Look for some protection spells like Veil of Summer. Speaking of the devil. Nope. All right, let's go fetch for Tropical Island. Cast the Veil of Summer. Cast Tropical. What am I saying? And they're going to force Veil of Summer. Okay. Fine by me. All right, let's ponder again. It's from 6. Do we want a Rite of Flame? It would make 4 mana, but I don't know if mana is actually our choke point here. We could also just take the Wish Claw. No, I think I'm actually supposed to take the Rite. Because we can use the Wish Claw in exile to go get like a defense grid. Sacrifice this for black. Play Wish Claw. Or this just gets Tendrils, actually. Add black mana, play Mox Opal. This is from 9. We'll keep this Opal. Activate Wish Claw. And Tendrils of Agony. What's up? Okay, that's game number 1 versus Izzet Delver. It's a turn 5 win. And I'm going to give credit this game to the main deck Galvanic Relay. I feel like it earned it. Game 2. All right. So fun fact, my leg fell asleep during that game and I needed to switch how I was sitting. It's awake again. Not that any of you care, but I can sit normally. All right. Carpet of Flowers comes in. Galvanic Relay. And 66 cards. So we're going to take out the Ad Nauseam versus the Tempo deck. We shave a Mox Opal and then we cut down on Ponders. And that's the recipe for success. That's what we're going to keep doing. It's been working well for me. We've dubbed this the Delver Killer, and it certainly does that. My win percentage against the matchup has just been so good. Speaking of which, Delver Killer, I am 7-0 versus Blue-Red Delver. I figured I would just check the numbers real quick. And yeah, and if we want to count Grixis, and I don't know if you do, but if we wanted to, I'm 8-0. So this deck list has just been performing so well. As of right now, I'm at a 73 win percentage as well, which is kind of cool. We're not done with this league or this event yet, but I've been running hot. Technically, this is giving me a loss here. It should be 27-9, but I started filling out this already, so it counts this as a loss until this match is done. So it should be higher. It was like 75 before the match started, but I've been running at a really high win percentage ever since the Ragavan ban, as you can see. And then the 12-6 list just wasn't very good, so bad win percentage. But hey, sometimes you got to test things out, figure out how they go. And now game number 2. Yes, that is all I have for you is yes. Keep. Volcanic Island. Delver Secrets. Draw. Wow, what a draw. Okay. Storm is currently 3. What about a Lion's Eye Diamond? I think I'm just going to cast Veil here. And it resolves, so now we get to spin the wheel on Echo of Eons. We have 3 copies of main deck Galvanic Relay that I would love to hit here. It's from 6. Or how about just a turn 1 win? I'll also take that. Dark Ritual. Dark Ritual. Lotus Petal. Lotus Petal. Lion's Eye Diamond. Burning Wish into Tendrils. Make that 8-0 versus Blue-Red Delver. The Delver Killer. It's got its name for a reason. Woot woot. On to top 4 we go.
If you're looking for more great Magic the Gathering content, definitely check out the Eternal Glory podcast. It is myself, Bryant Cook, alongside Brian Koval and Phil Gallagher. We primarily discuss Legacy. That said, a lot of what we talk about transcends all formats. We're available on all major podcast platforms.
All right. It's top 4. We're facing G-Hash again. They were the Karn Echos player that we faced earlier on in the day. They're actually the player that I've only given my 2 losses to. I've only lost 2 games this entire challenge to this individual. We're going to need a miracle in order to win this matchup. The 8 Force of Will, Karn the Great Creator deck is going to be very, very tough. But hey, anything's possible. We're on the play. And there's that mother effing Tendrils of Agony again. I hate that card so much. Okay. Lotus Petal. Lines of Diamond. Mox Opal. And let's brainstorm. Turn 4. I think we're supposed to get rid of the Tendrils in the swamp here. Okay, then Ponder. We're looking for like action spell plus Veil. I mean, I think I have to keep this. It's just turn 2 Pier. We lose to a Force, but I can't beat everything. They just have turn 1 Karn. I can't win. Yeah, sure. Whatever. Wow. Okay. I can't remember what my top card was. I genuinely can't. I think it's a land, and if it's a land, I can Pier. But I have no way of removing Karn from the table. That's scary. They're using Karn. Oh, so they can liquid metal coating. Yeah, I'm dead. I forgot about that. Draw. Sure. Draw. Yeah, I don't think I can win this. This is only 6 mana. I can't tap the Underground Sea for mana due to Karn. I guess you could argue that maybe I was supposed to go all in on the Ponder on turn 1, but I feel like that's crazy. Sure, you got me. Nice deck. Like, I don't think you're supposed to go all in on Ponder. Like, the odds that they have turn 1 Karn are so slim. They just happen to have it. So they have 8 Force. They have Karn. I don't know what to do. I mean, I guess we try this. On the play again. Sure. I don't know. We have the Chain of Vapor to bounce Karn, but I don't know what this hand really does that well. I think I'm going to hold the Brainstorm for turn 2. Like, yes, they're a Hull Breacher Narset deck, but, like, I don't think main phasing the Brainstorm really does anything. Looks like they just have turn 1 Karn again. Ay, ay, ay. Echo. Or Days Undoing, my bad. Take away one of their pieces of mana, I guess. New hand? I mean, it's not the worst. Okay, Lotus Petal. We have to pass, which is the real problem here. Okay, so Rite of Flame, resolve Dark Ritual. Play Brainstorm. Oh, wow. So I actually have the answer to Karn. I think I'm going to relay into Echo. So now I get to exile the answer to Karn and it can just live in exile. Grid. So I could just hold this this Echo. Because if I Echo here, I can't actually do anything next turn if it gets forced. Alright, I'm going to pass the turn. It's risky because if they play like a Narset effect, it's tough for me, but I guess like we have the Chain of Vapor. They're just passing. Interesting. Wow, Veil was a good draw. All right, Taiga, Diamond, Petal. Let's play the defense grid. Veil of Summer. And that resolved. Okay, so we get to spin the wheel on Echo here. They cannot use Lion's Eye Diamond right now to cast anything. They could sacrifice the diamond right now, though. And that would give them enough mana to cast like a Hull Breacher through the defense grid after their new hand. Ooh. Cute play. We do have Veil of Summer up. Alright. We just need more storms, so I'm going to cast Brainstorm here. I don't think we should be afraid of any sort of Narset effect. Play Chromox, imprint Veil of Summer. And now we can do some cute Chain of Vapor tricks. Did I not have blue floating? I thought I did. I must have added black. Alright, Chain of Vapor. I didn't realize we were already at Storm 8. I thought we needed Storm. Like, I'm not just showboating. I really did think that we needed the Storm. But since I'm already here, I might as well. Okay. It's worth noting, we haven't actually seen a force out of them. Their deck list has 8 forces in it. So, like, I'm going to respect them. But I haven't actually seen one out of them in the 5 games we've played so far. Oh, I think I needed a Chain of Vapor for mana. I think I was actually short on mana beforehand. I could be wrong. I'd have to rewind. But we're going to game 3. That's kind of cool. And just to confirm, their deck has 4 main deck Force of Will, 4 Force of Negation in the board, the Hull Breacher Narset, 4 Days Undoing, 4 Echo of Aeons. It's certainly brutal. All right, so that was a turn 3 win into the spreadsheet. I don't think I need to make any adjustments here. We're just going to resubmit and hope for the best. I don't think this hand actually does anything meaningful, so I'm going to mulligan it. This is dangerously close to a turn 1 Ad Nauseam. What do we do? So, if you bottom the Rite of Flame, you have a turn 1 Echo. Because you could imprint the Ad Nauseam. But if you bottom the Wish Claw, you'd have to draw a black card, which is just like Tendrils or another Dark Ritual, or a Mox Opal or a Petal, and that gives it to you. Well, we're obviously keeping. The question is just, what do we put on the bottom of our deck? I really don't know what the answer is here. Wishclaw doesn't imprint to Chromox, if that's what you're thinking. It says non-artifact. I almost think it should be Rite of Flame anyway, though, because, like, our chances of drawing a black card are really slim. Like, we just don't have that many in our deck. So that leaves your outs of, like, Lotus Petal and Opal that still allow you to... I guess it wouldn't allow you. So then the question becomes, is Lion's Eye Diamond actually the card to keep here? And then that would turn off Opal. I don't know. I think it's just Wishclaw. That was my gut instinct. That's what I'm going to go with. Alright. Turn 1 Scary. Lotus Petal. Come on, deck, please. That doesn't do it. So I'm going to play out the diamond here because, I don't know, I want to. So we do have a turn 2 Ad Nauseam, but I don't know if that's going to be good enough. Turn 2 Scary. Opal. They have 4 cards. Draw. Veil of Summer. I'm not sure what I'm actually supposed to do. They have 8 forces. If I wait, I can potentially draw a card to imprint and then Veil of Summer into it. If I pass, they could Karn me, or end step Hull Breacher, untap Days Undoing, or Echo of Aeons, which are both, you know, they have 6 Narset effects and 8 wheel effects. They have Karn, they have 8 forces. Like, I just don't know what the right choice is. I could also, like, do a halfway thing where I imprint Rite of Flame, and then I could Ad Nauseam on their turn, but I don't think that's effective. I think I'm going to pass and hate myself. That's going to be the real choice here. Alright, incoming Hull Breacher. Yep, and now I lose to Days Undoing. Like, how do you, like, so technically I'm playing around the higher percentage play here, where they have 8 forces in their deck. They only have 4 Hull Breacher, so the math says you play around Hull Breacher. They're passing, so they do have a force. Alright, deck, please give me a card that's good. Draw. That doesn't do it. Because I can't make green. I just have to pass. Another Hull Breacher? Okay. So we're going to go to 11. So our Ad Nauseam would be from 10. They have 2 cards left in hand. I need to draw something now, or else this Ad Nauseam is going to be shut off on the following turn. Draw. Burning Wish. So that's awkward, because you think drawing Burning Wish would be good. It's not, because our engines don't beat, our sideboard engines don't beat Hull Breacher. So we could empty. Like, the emptying is a choice. I just don't think it's very likely to win. It might be the best choice we have, though. Alright. So I'm going for it. Dark Ritual. Rite of Flame. Veil of Summer. So I could relay for 6 as an alternative. But if their last card in hand is a counter spell, we haven't been wheeled yet. I think I'm just going to empty. Because 6 cards isn't guaranteed to win the game. We pretty much just need them to draw nothing but counter spells the next 2 turns. Alright, pass. Lotus Petal, 2 cards still in hand. 2 green. 2 blue. So they had the Karn. They must have just drawn the Karn. Their sideboard had a Ratchet Bomb in it, their last posted list, so I think we just lost. Line Diamond? So they have an Echo in hand? Or they're trying to... So now I need to think through this, because if we attack out at Karn, they block 2. Like, we don't care if they play... what is it called? Mycosynth Lattice next turn? They do have an Ensnaring Bridge in their board. That's why they got the Lion's Eye Diamond, so we have to swing out at Karn. Because we would lose to Ensnaring Bridge next turn. Okay. So we have to swing at least 5 at the Karn. So 5 at Karn. The question is, do we send an extra at Karn just so we don't lose to a 3rd Hull Breacher? If they have 3rd Hull Breacher, I'd be terribly shocked. So one of them got moved. This should be going at Karn. There we go. So let's swing out. Okay. They have 2 cards left. They're swinging back. So we go to 4. Lotus Petal. Draw. We do know that they have Commit to Memory in their deck. And if they drew another Hull Breacher, they'd actually wouldn't have lethal. So if I swing 8 here, what if I just swing 7 and put them to 6? Yeah, I think this is the safest play. And now they have to top deck in order to beat me. This pause is killing me. Oh, they have Days in Doing. So they do get a new hand, but they have to pass the turn. Do they have an instant speed answer? Get in there. That was nice. My opponent just wished me good luck in the finals. Classy move of them. So technically, they can flashback the commit here. Draw a new hand. Oh, they're choosing not to. It is an instant, right? Or is it a sorcery? My mouse is going bananas right now. But hey, we're on to the finals. How about that? We won the unwinnable matchup. So lucky. I'm a complainer. Deal with it. We're going to the finals. I'll see you there. All right, we're in the finals. Unfortunately, I have bad news. We're facing another Karn Force of Will deck. According to my intel, this person is on a bug Karn Echo Chalice of the Void Force deck. I'm not winning this. But hey, second place is fine. And this is a turn 1 Peer into the Abyss. I don't know if we're supposed to keep this or not. Obviously, we're going to keep this. I think that we just lose to Force, though, and we have to hope that they don't have it. So we're going to do that. Opponent takes a mulligan. Okay, so here we go. Badlands. Dark Ritual. That looks like an F6. Lines of Diamond. Diamond. Chrome Mox. Imprint. Hold Control. Play Burning Wish, sacrifice for 8 mana. Alright, looks like we get to Peer. Going straight into Disbiss. Hi-oh! Okay. Dark Ritual. Lotus Petal. Chrome Mox. Imprint. I wish I had a way to get information out of them. Let's play Grid. Add red mana. Play an Opal. Petal. Add some more mana. Opal. Add black. Burning Wish, and then we can Tendrils. Alright, so that's game number 1. We only have 1 more to get. Oh, okay. Feeling a little bit better now. Screw all these Karn Force decks. Okay. So we want Abrupt Decay. We want Relays. I don't know if we want Chains. I think we just board out Ponders. Maybe this... I think I'm going to submit this. Okay. So this is sort of like a hybrid plan, because they don't actually know what they're on. So we'll see. This isn't terrible. I think we keep this. Seed of the Synod. Pass. Okay, draw. I think I'm just going to pass here. Like, I could imprint my Chromox to play a turn 1 Grid. It just feels really reckless to me to throw away an Abrupt Decay, or just, like, play out a bunch of stuff. Like, I can be a little more patient, I think. Lotus Petal scares me. Chalice on 1. I'm gonna brainstorm in response. And I'm glad I didn't imprint. I played the wrong land, by the way. I should have played Delta, because now I... Ooh. Yeah, I should have played Delta. I have to get Underground Sea here. Because the Delta can't get Taiga, it can only get Trop. So I'm going to brainstorm, get rid of this Chromox. Hi-oh. That was good. Maybe I keep the Chromox now. Is that crazy? Yeah, I think I keep the Chromox. And they missed their land. Okay. So I'm going to get the Trop. We have the Opal for red. Grid. I expect this is going to get forced. And it does. Pitching Thought Monitor. Is this just normal 8 cast? I don't know. I was told it was bug. Ancient Tomb. Thoughtcast. This looks like just normal 8 cast. Draw. Lines of Diamond. So I can actually play Decay into everything else here. I believe. I might just want to relay this turn though and not Abrupt Decay. Yeah, I can't do both. I'd have to imprint the Burning Wish and I don't want to do that. Alright, so we'll just cast the relay here. No need to cast Decay quite yet. Storm 5. Chromox, Brainstorm, Chromox, Verdant Veil. That could have been better. I'm not going to pretend that was perfect. Okay. Another Chalice on 1. So I don't know if there's a point on decaying now. They have 3 cards left. Play Chromox. Imprint Veil. So if I just cast Burning Wish, I could get empty, but then if they force my Chromox, I'd feel like an idiot. What to do? Alright, I'm just going to Burning Wish here. Oh, I have a Petal left, so if this resolves, I can empty no matter what. Force Pitching Fluster. Okay. Might as well play this. And I have to pass. I'm going to hold the Abrupt Decay for now. I don't think I need to blow up a... like, they have 2 Chalices on 1. That's annoying. Kappa Cannoneer, okay. So my clock is not looking very good. Let's try Ad Nauseam. Their Hellbent Ad Nauseam would be perfect. Come on, deck. Draw. Dark Ritual, not very good. We have to pass here. Another Saga. Okay. Also, I didn't realize that 8 cast played Fluster. Maybe I should have realized that. Looks like there's 1 in the sideboard, so they just had their 1 of. I'm not loving my chances of winning here. Alright, take a draw. Beautiful. I think we pass. Theoretically, I can buy myself another turn. I can blow up the construct. But they get to go get like Needle here and name Wishclaw. They picked up a Bobble, so they're digging for force. decay the construct. Alright, so we need to draw like Burning Wish here to stand a shot. I guess we could draw the Wish Claw, but Echo's in my board. And it looks like maybe I should have the Echo in my deck because they're not playing any like Narset effects. At least the standard 8 cast lists aren't. So maybe I should have Echo in my library. Draw. It's something. So I would need to get up to Storm 14. Whoops, can't cast it that way. I can cast it like this though. Claw. Tap for black, Opal. Keep the new Opal. So Storm is 2. I would need to get up to 7 for Natural Tendrils, which is just so unlikely. I don't have an Echo in my deck, or else I would Echo right now. If I go get Burning Wish, I can Burning Wish and then like empty, but like that's not going to win. I could Miracle Ad Nauseam from 4 life. That is an option. If I'm being honest, I feel like it's my only one. I think we have to Ad Naus here. So I'd have to just hit like mono artifacts and a Burning Wish. We have 3 black floating and 4 mana in play. So I could get Burning Wish into something, but like that something isn't lethal. So what's the point? I think I just have to get Ad Naus. Okay. All right, so if I hit double LED, we could theoretically win. That doesn't do it. That doesn't do it. All right, game 3. So now I'm wondering if I should have Echo in my deck. Okay, undo. Let's get rid of the Ad Nauseam and bring back the Echo. Although, do I really want to Echo against the deck that has 8 forces? So maybe I do keep the Ad Nauseam. And how did I end up with all 4 relays in my deck? That's a mistake. This is what it should be. I just realized that I didn't have a sideboard relay. Alright. Time for game 3. On the play in the finals against 8cast. Game 3. The sand's not awful. I think we keep this, and then if I brainstorm into an artifact, we can have decay. Alright. Cast it. There we go. Alright, so we're going to hide an Opal here. Petal. And we're going to play this out early to avoid Chalice on 0. We will need to draw into an action spell at some point. So next turn we draw Dark Ritual, and then we can fetch away the second Opal we don't want. Bobble, okay. I revealed Veil of Summer. Lotus Petal. Opal, sure. Okay. So they must have forces in their hand, I think. They get to draw off Bobble, up to 4 cards. We play Verdant and pass. Need to find an action spell. Saga goes up to 2. Let's go get Taiga. Alright, come on, deck, please. Wasn't it? So they can activate Saga here for a construct, and this is a very fast clock. Like this turn when Saga made a 4/4, now it's about to make a 5/5 and go get a 0 or a 1. Let's see what it gets. Bobble, okay. Another Bobble. I think I might just destroy this construct token, trying to buy time. Okay, so now we're going to get double bobbled. We revealed Rite of Flame, so they know 2/3 of our hand, and they'll know our top card. Come on, deck, please. Draw. Get something. Brainstorm? They know we have Veil. That wasn't it. So I think we play the defense grid this turn. Grab Badlands. Grid. Force pitching Psy. So I could Veil here. It's certainly an option. The fear is that next turn they just have 4 mana up and then my Veil does nothing. So like, what do I do? I think I'm actually just supposed to let this go. Pass the turn. I'm going to hold this diamond. Like, we do have 3 relays in our deck, so I don't want to just throw away a storm. Okay, they still have 4 cards. Attacking for 4, we'll go to 14. Draw. Damn. Alright, have to pass. Yep, so they drew Chalice, now this Veil Summoner in our hand is dead. It obviously looks worse when I didn't Veil, but like, they hadn't played a Chalice yet. Like, I don't think you're supposed to just throw this away and then lose to a Force on the following turn. We're in need of a miracle right now. Three mana, 4 mana. Oh, this is a Kappa Cannoneer. Okay. Sure. And I think this means that they're, like, they could have cast this last turn. So I think this means they're holding up Fluster. So I just don't think there's any way I'm winning this. Draw. And Relay is too slow. Alright, so we got in the finals by 8 cast, but hey, this is my second place finish in the last calendar month with the Epic Storm version 12.8. This deck is so good. I'm sorry that I keep on coming in second. I can't help it. I'm sorry, but I'll take, you know, high placing finishes. Thank you for watching. I do appreciate it. I hope you have a terrific day. I'm gonna go eat dinner. See ya. Hey, Bryant Cook here. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe, but also follow the social media channels down below. If you want to support this content directly, I would recommend going to theepicstorm.com/shop. And if you need a little bit of assistance with the Epic Storm to get to that next level, I would recommend going to theepicstorm.com/tutoring. Don't worry, there's more great content coming right up.